Hey guys, welcome back to Shireen Serenity. So today's video, I'm going to tell you guys 25 life lessons that I learned in my 25 years of life. And my birthday just passed. I turned 25 on November 4th, this last Sunday. And before I get into the video, I just want to spread some love to certain people. Uh, I want to give a big thank you to my mom and my two older sisters for just showing me love and for spending my day and just making the day filled with love and joy and comfort and peace and just making my birthday really, really special. I also want to thank my best friend. I didn't get to spend the day with her, but she's constantly showing me love, and she is like another sister to me. And it was unfortunate that I couldn't spend my day with her, but um, I love her so much. I also want to thank the people that I babysit for. I actually had to babysit for I babysit, if you guys don't know, I babysit two kids, and I had to babysit them on Saturday, which was the day before my birthday. And the parents came home and they surprised me with balloons and a cinnamon roll cake, which I thought was really fun and creative, and it was delicious. I ate it all the next day. It was small, but it was so good. And and they sung me happy birthday. It was just a really unexpected surprise, and it was very meaningful, and I loved it. I also want to thank a booktube friend that I met here called Charlie Brooke, and she is just constantly loving and supporting of me. And I actually deleted most of my social media accounts, and we email back and forth every day. And she's just a person that I've grown to love, and is just a friend of mine now. And so I just want to say thank you, Charlie, for the love and support that you give me, and I love you. All right, so let's get into this. It's already almost 3 minutes into this video, and I have 25 life lessons to tell you guys. So number one is self-love and self-care is extremely important. Now, normally when I'm speaking about self-love and self-care, I go more towards the mental health route, but you can also take this into account if you're someone who is constantly caring for others and not really caring for yourself. I always say that in order for you to care for others, you need to care for yourself first. So it is extremely, extremely important to express self love and just to take care of yourself first. Number two is if you love something that everyone else doesn't, continue loving it anyways. There has been plenty of times where I, you know, liked a band, like a certain style, or just anything, liked something that the majority of the people around me didn't like. And I would conform to, the music or the style that I was surrounded by the people. And it made me feel, it didn't give me fulfillment in my life. And it's okay that, you like a band that not everyone likes. If that band gives you joy and it fulfills you, listen to that band. Or if that certain style you like, if it's like clothing, and people may think you're a little weird because you wear it, but if you enjoy it and that gives you fulfillment in your life, wear it. Um, Plain and simple. All right, number three is everyone's life journey is different. And this is something that I definitely struggled with, and at times I still struggle with. Um, I'm graduating college with my bachelor's degree this December, and it took me 6 years. And if you guys know anything about um, the school system here in America, for a bachelor's degree, it takes normally 4 years. And, there's been times in my school career where I, I kind of felt like I was slacking, or that I was far behind from the people that are in my age group. But I am where I am right now because this is where I'm supposed to be. I've had reasons why I took a long time to graduate, and if you guys want me to do a whole nother video on that, I love to make a whole video on that. But you know I am where I am because this is where I'm supposed to be. And I know I have a friend who, you know she sees, she's in her, the age that she's in, she sees her other friends getting married and having kids, and she also feels like left back and like she should be where they are. But everyone's life journey is different. Okay. Number 4, I said change is good. And this is something that I'm still struggling with, but I know that change is good. You have to change. I mean, if I was the same person that I was a year ago, you have, change is growth, and you have to grow as a human and as a person. So yeah. Number 5 is I don't need to figure out everything right now or at the same time. Sometimes you figure things out as you live life. So I am a person that I am very scheduled, and I like my routines, I like my schedules, I like my list. I'm sort of a perfectionist, and I need to know what I'm doing, and I need to know what I'm doing tomorrow, next week, a year from now. But I've learned that sometimes you figure things out as you live, as you grow, as you learn, and as you go through certain experiences. And that's okay. All right. Number 6 is not everybody's going to like you, and you're not going to like everybody. And this was a hard pill for me to swallow because I am a people pleaser. I've always been like this ever since I was a little girl. You can ask my mom. I never was the type of child to get in trouble because I always thought, like, what's going to happen? Like, what is the consequences? Or like, I've always, like, in my friend group, I've always been the type of person to not express my feelings and just to kind of suppress my feelings and not say certain things to certain people if they like said something that affected me or hurt my feelings, because I wanted that person to like me. And as I'm growing older, I've realized that I could be the sweetest person, I can be the nicest person, but sometimes someone's not going to like you. And there's this quote that actually just popped up in my head that it says, you can be the sweetest, juiciest orange in the world, but there's going to be someone out there that does not like oranges. And that is just life. And there is going to be people in my life and in your life that you're not gonna like, and that is okay. So yeah. And I have my cat here joining me. See? She's joining. Say hi. This is Cleopatra. I'm sure I introduced you guys sometime in on my channel. So yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna chill? I think she's gonna chill with me. All right. Number 7 is comparison is the devil. Oh my gosh, is this so true? I actually deleted my Instagram account, my first Instagram account, because of this reason. I constantly compared myself to other people. And, I would be like, well, they're going on this trip and they're this years old, and why haven't I been there yet? And it kind of goes back to your life journey is different from everybody's. So comparing your life to other people's life is going to hinder you more than help you. So yeah. Number 8 is it's okay not to be okay. And this is such a cliche saying, but I had to add this onto my list because before I was diagnosed with depression, I hid my depression for a while for several reasons. But one of them was I just didn't want to feel weak, and I didn't want to show my weakness to others. And I just kept saying, like, stop crying. Like, what do you have to be so upset for, to cry about? Others have it so much worse. And as I'm going through my mental health journey, I've learned that some days are better than others. And on the days that aren't as great, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel frustrated, to feel down, as long as you don't stay in that mood. Number 9, I'm already 13 minutes long. Okay. Number 9 is life isn't perfect. Stop trying to perfect it. And this just kind of goes along with me being a perfectionist. Nobody's perfect. Life's not perfect. Stop it. It's not even worth trying to get your life to be perfect, because it's not going to happen, and it's only going to make you frustrated and angry that your life isn't perfect. 10 is your flaws and quirks is what makes you you. And it's literally the most beautiful thing. So we all have little quirks about us, and we're all unique. And it's actually, I have a tattoo on my, I don't know if you guys can see this. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna read it to you guys. It says, people are so strange and so complicated that they're actually beautiful. And yeah, so your quirks is what makes you beautiful, and it what sets you apart from others. And yeah, don't lose that. Don't try to conform to society and try to eliminate your quirks, because that's what makes you different from other people. All right, number 11 is you cannot control other people, but you can control how they make you feel, do, and say. And this is a lesson that I've recently learned I'm always affected by what others say about me. I wish I was the type of person where, like, I say, oh, I don't give a fuck about what other people say, or because I do, I do care, and um, it affects me greatly. And one thing I've learned is that as much as I want to, I can't control them. But what I can control in that situation is how I react to it. So it's a hard thing to do, and it's still something that I am learning as I go. But, I've seen a difference in myself lately when I say, like, if someone says something about me, um, I'm like, well, I know who I am. And I kind of reflect it back to myself, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling. Number 12 is stop apologizing for everything. And this is something I've done since I was a child. I've always been the type of person that says, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like, and it'd be such stupid stuff that I'd be sorry about. And it would be stuff that I didn't need to say sorry for. So that's just something that I saw myself that I needed to stop. And yeah, if you're someone who is constantly saying sorry for random stupid stuff, stop it. It just stop. 13 is respect other opinions other than your own. And this is something that I recently learned, especially with all the politics going on in America right now, and the divide and the differences. And yeah, so as long as you're not being racist, homophobic, um, ageist, sexist, if that is your opinion, if you have a certain opinion on something that I don't necessarily agree on, I'm going to respect your opinion as long as you respect mine, because I have my own opinions on things and I would like people to respect that. And I have to share the same respect for others. And that's something that I've noticed that a lot of people don't have nowadays. I see a lack of respect for differences in opinion. And I know how it feels to think so strongly about something and that you really want to change someone else's opinion, but there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And overall, you just have to show that person's opinion respect. So yeah. 14, if someone is treating someone wrong, stick up for them. Point blank, period. Have you ever seen that show with John Quinones, What Would You Do? And it's pretty much he stages cameras in a public area, and he has actors, and something like someone gets teased or some sort of something, and they're wondering if the people around them are going to stand up for them. And I love that show because it just shows that just be a kind, loving human. If something is wrong, if something doesn't look or seem right, stick up for that person. It's just, I feel like it's something that we all should have learned in like kindergarten. Um, 15 is my mom wants the best for me. And, I learned this a few years ago. Ugh, I'm sorry, mom. I put her through stuff as a teenager for a few years, and now looking back, I realize that everything my mom has done or said or tried to give advice to me is because she cares for me and she thinks that is the best for me. So, yeah. 16 is being emotional doesn't make you weak. And it kind of goes along with it's okay not to be okay. Um, I am just naturally an emotional person, emotional being, and I've always been called in my family sensitive. And at first, when I was younger, I took that as an insult, but now as I've grown, I love that I am sensitive. I love that I am emotional because that's who I am. And my emotions and my sensitivity doesn't make me weak. In fact, I can argue that it makes me strong. 17 is stop rushing life, stay present. And I'm constantly saying, like, what's going to happen in a few months, what's going to happen in a year, 5 years from now, where I'm going to be. I'm so focused on the future that I'm not even looking at what's right in front of me and enjoying what is right now in the present. So, 18 is admit when you are wrong. And um, I can't believe I'm going to admit this, but there has been times in my life where I've been wrong in a situation, but my pride has kept me from thinking I was wrong, and apologizing when I was wrong. So just let down your pride. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Apologize and admit it. 19 is when something bad happens. Will this matter in a week, a month, a year from now? Um, and this is something that I actually recently thought of. You know, I'm in school right now, and this semester has been crazy busy. And in one of my classes, things just hasn't gone the way I thought it was going to go. And I've been pretty upset with this one particular class, and I've been making it like I've been letting it control me and control what I do. And I caught myself complaining a lot about this class. And one day I kind of sat back and I was like, is this class, like, is this gonna matter in a day? Is this gonna matter in a few months? Like, no, it's not. So putting myself, why am I frustrating myself and giving out such like bad negative energy out there when it's not going to matter a month from now? So, yeah. 20 is everyone is weird. Others are just better at hiding it. And I love this because everyone's weird. Everyone has something weird about them. I don't care who you are. You have one little quirk, little weirdness about you, but other people are just better at hiding it. But just don't hide it no more. If you do something weird, embrace it. That's what makes you you. 21 is it's okay to be an introvert in an extrovert society. So I am definitely an introvert. Um, and what I mean by this is not that I like staying home a lot, which I do, and I am a homebody. But when I think of introvert and extrovert, I think of it as if you're an introvert, um, large crowds and people drain you, and you need some time away from them to kind of recharge your battery. And if you're an extrovert, crowds charge you up and gets you amped up. And I am definitely an introvert. You know, I do enjoy, you know, going out with friends, but I can't do that for so long. I need to go home and be by myself and just kind of recharge a bit and rest. And this is something that I recently learned about myself, that it's okay. Like, everyone's different. And I am happy that I'm an introvert. Okay. 22. Yeah, it's almost 26 minutes, so let's get this going. 22 is social media is not real life. And I mentioned this earlier in the video, is I deleted most of my social media accounts. I made a video on my other channel saying why I deleted the videos and stuff like that. I mean, why I deleted most of my social media, and you guys can watch that video to see why social media is not real life. Okay, 23 is, it's okay if I don't want kids. It doesn't make me less of a woman. So this is something I recently accepted about myself, is I don't want kids. And, you know, it's been something that I struggled with for years. You know, I've always said, oh, I want kids. And, you know, I always was like, oh, I want to name my kids this or that. But when I took a step back and really thought about it, I was saying that because it was a norm to want to have kids. But when I really thought about it, and I've thought about the lifestyle that I want in my future, I realized that I don't want kids. And it's not that I don't love kids. You know, I babysit. I love kids. I volunteer at my church at the nursery. I watch 2 kids for this couple, and I watched my niece for the first 2 years of her life, and I loved it. I love kids, but the lifestyle that I want and the future that I want, I don't see kids in it. And that's just it. And me not having kids doesn't make me less of a woman. And if you guys want a video on that, I would make a video on that too. Just let me know. 24 is black is beautiful. Oh my gosh, have I struggled with this. You know, I grew up in a predominantly white school. You know, my 2 best friends growing up was white, and I've always thought, man, you know, their hair is so long and thick and luscious, and they're so pretty, like, and I kind of, as I was saying that, I was sort of diminishing my own beauty. And you know, I would have weaves in my hair and wigs and extensions, and that's not wrong to do that. I still have wigs and I still love weaves and braids. That, I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I've now grown to love my natural hair. I love, oh, there's my cat crawling over, sorry. I love my natural hair. This is the hair that God gave me. And, you know, it may not be society's terms of beautiful, but I don't care what society thinks. I think it's beautiful. And I love my skin complexion. Love it. And it's something that I had to grow to love, and it's so sad to think that, but black is so beautiful. Every color is beautiful, but I'm just talking about black because it's something that I feel like a lot of young black girls struggle with. It's something I struggled with as a little girl, and it's something I've learned that it is beautiful. And number 25, the last one, is not something that I had to learn. It's just something that I want to tell you guys is enjoy growing old. I love, love, love growing older. It is amazing. Like you grow and you learn and you get, you grow, you become wiser, and it's just there's things that I didn't know a year ago that I know now that I love, and I want to really express that to you guys that please enjoy growing older. Don't be afraid. It's okay. um, think of it as a fun ride called life. You learn things on the way that you learn through experiences. And I don't know, I really want people to have the same mindset of me when it comes to aging. Please don't be afraid. Just enjoy it. Enjoy life. Some people, I'm thinking there's some people that didn't didn't that didn't make it past 25, and here I am. I'm 25. Like, that's a blessing. So, yeah. So this is an extremely long video. I'm sorry. It's going almost on 32 minutes. And if you guys made it up to this, wow, thank you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cherie. Happy birthday to you. Are you one? Are you two? Are you three? No?
That'll take too long.
Why not?
I'm a quarter century old.
Oh gosh.